Good morning. Happy Monday. It's here again. But this time, it's the last day of the worst month of the year. January is over. I shouldn't say worst month. Longest. It's like 3,000 days long. You could fit a whole year inside of January. It just means we're closer and closer to being done with winter and 10 degree below zero weather up here in Maine. Good morning, Susan. All right, January 31st. Fair warning, in about 3.5 minutes, my timer is going to go off and I have to take a cake out of the oven. I ain't burning a cake just because I'm on video. All right, the Lord challenges Job again. Job 40, 6 through 24. Then the Lord answered Job from the whirlwind. Brace yourself like a man, because I have some questions for you, and you must answer them. Will you discredit my justice and condemn me to prove you are right? Are you as strong as God? Can you thunder with a voice like his? All right, put on your glory and splendor, your honor and your majesty. Give vent to your anger. Let it overflow against the proud. Humiliate the proud with a glance. Walk on the wicked where they stand. Bury them in the dust. Imprison them in the world of the dead. Then even I would praise you, for your own strength would save you. Take a look at Behemoth, which I made, just as I made you. It eats grass like an ox. See its powerful loins and the muscles of its belly. Its tail is as strong as cedar. Its sinews of its thighs are knit tightly together. Its bones are tubes of bronze. Its limbs are bars of iron. It is a prime example of God's handiwork, and only its creator can threaten it. The mountains offer it the best food, where all the wild animals play. It lies under the lotus plants, hidden by the reeds in the marsh. The lotus plants give it shade among the willows beside the stream. It is not disturbed by the raging river, not concerned with the swelling Jordan rushing around it. No one can catch it off guard, or put a ring in its nose and lead it away. The Lord's challenge continues. Job 41, 1 through 34. Can you catch Leviathan with a hook, or put a noose around its jaw? Can you tie it with a rope through the nose, or pierce its jaw with a spike? Will it beg you for mercy, or implore you for pity? Will it agree to work for you, to be your slave for life? Can you make it a pet like a bird, or give it to your little girls to play with? Will merchants try to buy it, to sell it in their shops? Will its hide be hurt by spears, or its head by a harpoon? If you lay on it, you will certainly remember the battle that follows. You won't try that again. No, it is useless to try to capture it. The hunter who attempts it will be knocked down, and since no one dares to disturb it, who can stand up to me? Who has given me everything that I need to pay back? Everything under heaven is mine. I want to emphasize Leviathan's limbs and its enormous strength and graceful form. Who can strip off its hide? And who can penetrate its double layer of armor? Who can pry open its jaws? For its teeth are terrible. The scales on its back are like rows of shields, tightly sealed together. They are so close together that no air can get between them. Each scale sticks tight to the next. They interlock and cannot be penetrated. When it sneezes, it flashes light. Its eyes are like the red of dawn. Lightning leaps from its mouth. Flames of fire flash out. Smoke stream from its nostrils, like steam from a pot heated over burning rushes. Its breath would kindle coals, for flames shoot from its mouth. The tremendous strength in Leviathan's neck strikes terror wherever it goes. Its flesh is hard and firm and cannot be penetrated. Its heart is as hard as a rock, hard as a millstone. When it rises, the mighty are afraid, gripped by terror. Just a moment while I take my cake out of the oven. I shall return just a second. It is important to have dessert for the week. And I did not have a chance yesterday to make dessert. Well, I did have a chance. I just didn't. So I'm doing it now. All right, where was I? Iron is nothing but straw to that creature, and bronze is like rotten wood. Arrows cannot make it flee. Stones are shot from a sling like a bit of grass. Clubs are like blades of grass, and it laughs at the swish of javelins. Its belly is covered with scales as sharp as glass. It plows the ground as it drags through the mud. Leviathan makes the water boil with its commotion. It stirs the depth like a pot of ointment. The water glistens in its wake, making the sea look white. Nothing on earth is its equal. No other creature so fearless. Of all the creatures, it is the proudest. It is the king of beasts. Job responds to the Lord. Job 42, 1 through 6. Then Job replied to the Lord, I know that you can do anything, and no one can stop you. You asked, who is this that questions my wisdom with such ignorance? It is I, and I was talking about things I knew nothing about, things far too wonderful for me. You said, listen, and I will speak. I have some questions for you, and you must answer them. I had only heard about you before, but now I have seen you with my own eyes. I take back everything I had said, and I sit in dust and ashes to show my repentance. Conclusion. The Lord blesses Job. Job 42, 7 through 17. After the Lord had finished speaking to Job, he said to Eliphaz the Temanite, I am angry with you and your two friends, for you have not spoken accurately about me, as my servant Job has. So take 7 bulls and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer a burnt offering for yourselves. My servant Job will pray for you, and I will accept his prayer on your behalf. I will not treat you as you deserve, for you have not spoken accurately about me, as my servant Job has. So Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite did as the Lord commanded them, and the Lord accepted Job's prayer. When Job prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes. In fact, the Lord gave him twice as much as before. Then all of his brothers and sisters and former friends came and feasted with him in his home. And they consoled him and comforted him because of all the trials the Lord had brought against him. And each of them brought him a gift of money and a gold ring. So the Lord blessed Job in the second half of his life even more than in the beginning. For now he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 teams of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. He also gave Job 7 more sons and 3 more daughters. He named his first daughter Jemima, and the second Keziah, and the third Karen Hapuk. In all the land no women were as lovely as the daughters of Job, and their father put them in his will along with their brothers. Job lived 140 years after that, living to see 4 generations of his children and grandchildren. Then he died, an old man who lived a long, full life. You know what always strikes me in these stories, as crazy as it is, when I read these numbers of animals, okay? Just really stop for a minute. Don't just fly by those numbers, but really stop for a minute and think about this. 14,000 sheep. 14,000 sheep. It's not just like a barnyard full of sheep. 6,000 camels and 1,000 teams of oxen, so 2,000 oxen and 1,000 donkeys. We go up the road to the local farm and they have like 16 goats, and I think it's chaotic. And this guy had 14,000 sheep. 6,000 camels, so that's 20, 2,000 oxen, 22, and 1,000. So 23,000 animals pooping. Okay. 23,000 animals you got to feed, and then they poop. And no running water. And, ugh. Okay, so that's what I got out of that. Just kidding. I got a lot more than that out of that, but still, it strikes me every time I read through these, and they're like, "He had 28,000 goats." What? I can't imagine having one. All right, let's do Trim Healthy Mama 100 Days of Inspiration. Day 31, the last day of January. Okay, wombness. Yesterday we talked about homeness. I'm going to stretch your vocabulary a little further and introduce you to wombness. Wombness is not some ethereal imaginative word. It is a reality. It is very much part of who we are as women. In fact, you would not even be a woman if you did not have a womb. It also reveals a beautiful character of God. The womb is more than a place for a baby, where a baby is conceived and grows. It is the seat of our yearning and compassion. The Hebrew word rasham is used to describe the literal womb of a woman. But this same Hebrew word is also used to describe God. It reveals God's compassion and tender mercy. It is translated compassion 4 times and mercy 30 times. When we embrace our wombness, we reveal the compassion of God. The meaning of feminine in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary is as follows. The first syllable is probably from womb. The last part is probably from man, quasi. Feman, womb man. To be feminine is to be womb man. Don't despise your wombness. It is a very integral and beautiful part of who you are as a woman. Don't stay in the brambles. Psalms 119, 176 says, I have gone away like a lost sheep. God called David a man after his own heart, yet David found himself led astray. We all veer off course. We all stumble and fall and let ourselves down. Yet the Good Shepherd never leaves us alone. He leaves the 99 sheep that are safe and sound to rescue the one stuck in the thorns. Do you feel off course today? Did you get all tangled up in a bag of thorny potato chips last night? Did you get stuck in the briar patch of Breyer's ice cream? Hold on a minute. We're relating potato chips and ice cream to spiritual themes? Yes. Does God care if we eat potato chips? Probably not. But he does care if we are stuck in a cycle of guilt, shame, and unhealthy habits, which are the cause of these feelings. You don't have to stay stuck in the brambles. He wants you to be released. Don't stay in condemnation just because you messed up. Let his crook untangle you from the thorns and let him carry you to a healthier pasture today. Serene and Pearl. Letting the Spirit win. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death, but letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. Romans 8:6. Our sinful nature comes from the flesh. Our bodies are made of flesh. The flesh will never be satisfied. It constantly demands, craves. It doesn't want to do labor by working out and getting into shape. It only wants to be served. It will always want more and more food, especially the food it shouldn't have. This might keep the body pleased, but eventually it could lead to an early death. Our spirit, however, is always at war with the body. The spirit is in distress when the body is the dictator, thus stealing away life and peace. Let the Spirit win. Take control of your flesh today. Meadow. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I end every devotional with that. All right, you guys. So this week, I said I would be doing Miracle Noodle Week. I love Miracle Noodles. I love Miracle Rice. I love the fettuccine. I love the Alfredo. I have a whole bunch of it right here. If you've never heard of it, I gotta dig out a bag. It's buried beneath some potato chips and some walnuts. Buried deeply. So this package is Miracle Rice. I'm messing up the carpet now. Oh my word. This is getting messed up. This is Miracle Rice. It is plant-based pasta made of konjac root, like glucki. If you're a Trim Healthy Mama, you know what glucki is, and that's what these are made out of. I get mine off the Miracle Noodle website, and sometimes a local store, sometimes Walmart has them. Miracle Noodle website to me usually has the best deals and discounts. If you use my link, you get free shipping. So there's that. Shipping is expensive these days, so I'm all about free. So I am having this morning, I'm going to make a breakfast, kind of an Asian-inspired breakfast bowl with bacon and soft-boiled eggs, hopefully soft-boiled. Hopefully. That is the goal, if I can not mess them up. With like a yum yum sauce, Japanese type sauce. So that's what we're doing this morning. Miracle Noodle Week. These are rice. So do they really fit into Miracle Noodle? Yeah, they do. Because they're chopped up Miracle Noodles. All right. So, and these are low FODMAP certified. If you follow a FODMAP diet for allergies. Gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, grain and soy-free. They're basically water. All right, so give me a few minutes. I need to get my self set up I need to start a little laundry real quick, and then I will be live for Brekkie in just a few minutes, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.